skip Benson, and Benson would be hard.
Even if you did it to where like we have like 50 different colors. So like even if you just did each gumball like 2 gumballs same color. Like I like the Finn and Jake. I think is dope. I like how that turned up. I think Marvin turned out. I gotta redo. I gotta do the eyes and shit better for. And Shake, I gotta figure out how to do his mouth. I'm thinking of just like no, not yet, but I'm thinking of just doing them over the top. There's so many that I want to do, and that's what else would you add to that? I want to do Ricky Spanish.
Oh, Ricky
Spanish. I want to do him. There's so many. Even when we were sitting there talking about these, I want to get this.
Because we would do most of the cartoons that we threw up there.
Yeah, like when we were sitting there debating cartoons, 100%, I was like, I want to draw that. I want to draw this. Like, how many All Real Monsters could you draw on here? Like, how cool would it be to have Crumb just like up here? Like,
that's probably the next one because that's a super easy one.
Like, that should be so lit.
You got me inspired.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
I'm gonna do Crumb next.
Like, that's why I like that one too. Like Finn and Jake, because it's like, oh yeah, we're hanging down. Like,
yeah, you can do that wherever. It doesn't matter. As long as it gets caught on the camera.
And even if not, bro, like once we get, this is the thing. This is starting off. Like, yes, we have like somewhat of a grounding on us. We've done this shit for, about a year. Kind of fell off for a minute. Welcome back. Thank you. I know. But I forgot. Oh yeah, this is just a start. So like these cameras, this is not the lenses that we need.
Shit.
Like when we actually have like this as a real production studio, like when we can actually buy real ass cameras and like have that quality, yeah, we could probably set it up to where it's like boom, boom, and catch the whole.
But yeah, appreciate y'all for being patient.
Fact.
Life kind of hit me a little hard, But
does that sometimes. We bounce back.
That's like Big Sean said. Last night took a L, but tonight I bounced back.
Said you got inspired
by this little beautiful backdrop.
What's the next drawing?
I think I'm gonna stick with Crumb. It looks like underneath his eye is gonna have to be the shot. Can't really get my my Crobat in there, so I might have to do another Pokemon on this side. But Crumb, I think I'm gonna do Crumb probably like hanging out right in this vicinity. It looks like kind of like that.
I want to make it to where it's literally like you can barely see black, and you have to look in and be like, "Oh shit, there's Mighty Mouse. Oh damn, there's."
When we get to a point like that, I want to have Waldo hiding somewhere.
I think that'd be dope, and then somebody has to come in and be like, "Hey, where's Waldo?"
Yeah, but then we wouldn't be able to switch that.
If it was real.
I don't know if someone finds it.
I mean, yeah, but if you leak that, you're a bitch.
Don't be fucking leaking out.
I want you to know that. Like, if you find out where it is. And you're like, oh yeah, go into the left corner. It's all the way over by the Baltimore Orioles banner. You can just look to the left. It's right there.
Cheaters.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
I guess that brings up a good
question.
People
like you ruin everything.
I guess that brings up a.
Okay.
How old? If you were to go right back now and I Spy book, how much entertainment do you think?
So much.
All right.
You know what's crazy? Honestly, just like 2 weeks ago, I was sitting there and I was like, you know how many I Spy books I stole from the library? Because I really just wanted.
Where are they? Huh? Where are they?
Fuck if I know.
Come on.
Honestly, on God, they are probably underneath my parents' house.
I was just gonna say they probably underneath.
And they are probably in that blue tote with all the old toys. I honestly still have that cat toy talk or cat toy. Jesus Christ. Cat dog toy I was telling you about, the little stretchy one.
Yeah.
I swear I probably do. I gotta find that. Because if I can stumble upon that, I think that was one of the most slept on books.
Dude, okay, so
I could spend hours and I would find everything, but then after I would just look at the scenery and shit.
It was crazy pictures. It's a crazy thing.
It was so
you
cool.
You could go back after you did it and still be like, wow, why do they have 35 thimbles, 60? I mean, it was
nuts. Do you think they like actually took real pictures, or was that designed? Do you think they just threw the stuff that they were supposed to find and was just like
at a certain point? But do you remember when they do like Halloween theme, like in the inside of a manor, it'd be like a toy house cut in half, and it would just, there's definitely someone with tweets.
Yeah, which is cool though. But like I remember there was one, it was like a toy box,
yeah,
and there was like Jackson shit everywhere, or like
and like toy blocks and shit.
It was like a yellow book cover,
and they just it looks like they just
it was just like somebody dumped out a fucking box of toys.
Yeah, because sometimes they had fucking board game pieces. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good throwback. I forgot about I Spy,
So
but I didn't because I was. But
concept is it's transcendent.
steal one from your local library.
I had to take my beautiful girlfriend and her daughter Mason to into a doctor's appointment. Had like a big, not an I Spy, but it made me think of I Spies. They had, when like doctors try to fill, or like a hospital try to fill things on the wall. So they did this big ass item finder thing where it was like 500 things to find on just this big ass poster that was probably the size. And everybody from that. Like, dude, we were there for 20 minutes, like not even caring about how long the wait was, because it's like,
see, and they do that shit on purpose. They do that shit on purpose, and it's genius.
Great idea.
People, that is a great doctor's office.
Great idea.
Great doctor's office.
Shout out to, I don't know the name off the top of my head, but
shout out to them. Hold it down. Keep doing what you do.
You know what I'm talking about.
There's nobody like you in this world. You're the best.
But then that also made me think, do you remember when you were younger and you'd have to go as a kid, and it would be like those tables. It'd be like a table like this, say, and it'd have the bars, right? And you were just able to move the blocks from one bar to the other, and it'd be like cool colors.
Some of them all the beads and shit, and you could just like flick them around, and they'd race and everything. Yeah. No, I know exactly what you're talking.
Those were.
How is it now, just being a kid now? Now that you are around a kid and like the father figure for a child, how is it just being a kid again?
Pretty fucking.
Just getting to play like you're fucking 2.
We went to the zoo for Mother's Day just to see the euphoria on her. Was like, dude, I get it now. I fucking get it. They're all rolling down hills, falling, but they don't care.
They just love it.
Yeah.
What's better than that?
And then, you get to see, I hate to say it, guys, but my favorite things in life are seeing someone get scared or seeing someone fall. These are fucked up moments. Yes.
It amplifies it when it's children. Like, I swear to God, there's nothing funny. It's a baby,
man. Now, granted, you'll fall a lot, but that's just because babies don't got fucking kneecaps, so they don't know how to walk.
They don't know how to, they're figuring shit out.
But she does not get scared, and I will genuinely, come on, how many times have we in life, for how long have we just tried to scare the shit out of each other? It's just been a running gag in your household. Everybody in your house does
on
it.
A day, yeah. Still to this day, dude, if I see my dad walking in from work, I'm going to hide behind the coat rack, and I'm going to scare, and this man he's pushing the age where he might have a heart attack. But guess what? From all the years that he tormented me, and it's not like I scream at him anymore. But like, yeah, exactly. Hey,
that's what you do. Hey,
because it throws people off. If you walk into somewhere and somebody screams "hey" at you, and it's right at you, terrifying.
So I'll hit her with a little bah, and she doesn't get scared. I will sneak up behind her. I'll try to run behind her. She thinks it's a game. It's fun to her. She'll run faster. Look back, and then I won't grab her, and then she'll get sad. So, like, we'll play this game, right, where I'll run away from her, and then she'll chase me, and then I'll sprint after her, pick her up, and she's just laughing the whole time, okay? But as an old-ass, I'm almost 30, guys. As an old-ass man, you don't want to be running more than 5 or 6 times. Kind of hits your point where, like, we did this enough. Let's take a break. She'll turn around and stop and look like, bitch, why didn't you get me? Like, what's going on? Hey, I'm still here. She'll hit with the side eye, like,
I'm not tired. Like, why are you stopping? My knees hurt.
And I love it. And I love it. So yeah, being a kid again, great.
Making you feel useful.
Yeah, and then she'll have cool toys, and then they got cool features for adults. Like, there's a video game controller, and if you do some cool shit like the Contra code, it plays a little jingle for you, and it's like, yes, I'm a kid, but I'm an adult, and at the same time, and it's awesome.
See, I think that's the best thing is you have the excuse to pay with every toy.
Great.
You have the excuse to just be, hey, you're acting immature right now. I'm with a 2-year-old.
Come on, I'm allowed to.
I get to act like a 2-year-old for a little bit. I'm in the brain of this little one. Like,
although downside, a lot of bluey. Shout out to the parents that get it, but a lot of bluey. There was a lot of Miss Rachel in the beginning, but I could not do that.
Bluey.
It's a cartoon. Australian dogs, Australian shepherds own it. They just have a house, and they just do that. There's 2 girls, like 6, like 4, and they do family shit. Some of it's real funny and cute, but like, God, there are so many episodes, only so many episodes, and the episodes are like 7 minutes long. So a lot of watching season 3 again. And tell you
that
how many
makes
times
sense.
we've seen the same
But I
episode.
mean, at least she enjoys it, yeah.
She'll stop doing what she
Yep.
do. Or dancing. And then it says like the intro goes, Mom, Dad, Bingo, Bluey. Like it does it like in a cue, Mom, and she'll hear Mom and go, Mom, 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 no, for the whole time. And then for those of you that know, I like to pretend like I'm Darwin from the Wild Thornberries.
Yes.
It's just fun to talk like that.
You hit that for me one time.
Out of practice. But you know, she does that, so I get to fuck around and do that, you know? Because that's
And
just,
I bet,
she'll just
like,
be
she
talking,
just makes it like so much better too, because she's probably just like cracking up.
going along with it. Oh, hey, shout out to my girlfriend Kiana, because you got to put up with two big ass babies. I ain't gonna lie to you. How big were you as a baby, Stevie?
I think I was like 9 pounds. Megan was maybe like 8. I know Megan
That
was
sounds
like
right.
short and stocky, so she came out with nothing but
You were a
rolls.
big baby too.
Like I came out, no, I was skinny. I was a string bean. I was just arms and legs.
9 pounds is a big.
But I was just arms. I was like
You're just
2.5 feet tall.
you're just
when I came
long,
out.
so it's just proportional.
Like I don't know how I fit in my mom's stomach. Probably. Oh, fucked up now. My back. I had bad posture from
Yeah.
from when I was developing.
I don't know if that's true, but yeah, I weighed what we just got her weighed. Saw her weight. I weighed what she weighed like 6 months in, you know. Now, granted, I was a fat ass baby. I was like 9'1", I want to say. But my mom always, out of 5, she had all big babies. I think Haley was the smallest, and she was like 8'6" or some shit like. Mom,
I don't know.
knocked out big ass
how.
babies.
I don't know how.
Mason is such a. I weighed what she weighed in like 6 to 8 months. Like I was a fat baby, granted, but like a toy baby.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm low key jealous of women who give birth, but like I would never want to go through. Like,
You're
could you
gonna have to-
imagine?
You're gonna have to explain why you're jealous.
They actually get to give life.
Yeah, but the 9.
It can't be fun at all. But that one moment where you actually have a human being come from, like you produced a human being.
And hearing horror stories about like,
Yeah,
the fuck, a
100%.
C-section?
But still, 100.
Listen.
What do they do though? Nobody loves you like your mom.
facts.
That's like the strongest bond you got because you came straight from her. Like 9 months you spent inside. Like that shit is insane to me. The ability to just be able to reproduce and actually give human life. I mean, I can dump seed into something, but I can't make nothing grow.
I think we can both relate to this, but I
And
just
me
have
and you
always
both
grown
know
up.
this shit.
My
Women are
mother was the
superior.
strongest person in my life.
Yeah.
I'd be damn.
Yeah,
Different. It's like,
100%.
if the strongest people in my life are women, what's that
Let me tell you.
say?
There are evil women in this world, but I have experienced a lot more nurturing and caring and like love from women than I've ever felt from any. And I know that's like the stereotypical shit that we have to do. Like we're not supposed to tell each other we love each other. We're not supposed to like express feelings because it's not masculine and like
We've been
and we're weak. And, well, yeah, 100%. But like with women, like it's so nurturing, like caring, like. And like they're so much smarter. Like I'm not even. And I've gone on record on saying this shit. Like they are. Men are more evil. We're more prone to being stupid because we're handed a lot of shit. Like it's literally because we're bigger and like that. Like, but if women ran the world, I guarantee you, shit would be a whole lot better right now. And you know, I already know, like my spiritual belief wise, like I believe, like at least when I have my conversations with the higher being, it presented herself as a female. Like as a woman, so it's like
to get sidetracked on that though. You don't watch these Marvel movies, so it's hard to make that reference. But I imagine it as like a shapeless creature. I believe that shit is like it's a shapeless creature, and what its true face would be like so unfathomable for our eyes wouldn't be able to perceive.
facts, and
So
it
it
comes to you
takes
in the perception that
whatever
is
you
best
seem
peaceful
as-
to you, and like can actually like translate to you and actually have that meaningful conversation to where like see. And I feel like it's like I don't know if you've ever seen like the real pictures of angels.
Yeah,
Absolutely fucking
absolutely,
terrifying, bro.
absolutely.
And I don't know if those are like real pictures or shit, but like, cause you know, this day and age, everything's photoshopped or faked or fucking
Edited somehow.
yeah.
Absolutely.
So like, nobody really knows, and
Yeah.
like, but if that's really what an angel looks like, I understand why it was like, hey, I'm a glowing golden goddess. Like,
Because
I am a beautiful ass
it is-
woman that's going to teach.
so unfathomable to your eyes. You're programmed to see what you see on a daily basis. So to see something that's so far out there, would not like your brain would not be able to.
You know, it's insane too. Like DMT still, like I still can't do it. I wish that I could.
I know that
DMT,
you.
if y'all have never done it, I suggest you do it at least one time in your life.
I'm not gonna
Like,
suggest any drug usage. I will share my story after him.
It was the most spiritual moment of my life. Like I had a full tea party, and to this day, like it's crazy, cause like I know it only lasted like a minute, but I swear to God, it was like a day and a half. And like if I go back now and really try to think about it, like I was already like the last like minute we were talking about this, I've been thinking, and I can describe so much of the shit that we actually discussed about fucking 6-7 years ago.
See, that's even longer than I thought.
And like I fully like I can tell, like I vividly can see everything. Like I know the conversations, the questions that I asked, the advice, and like going back, like the advice that she actually gave, because like at the current time with my ex, like that was the main part of why like I had a whole lot of depression, or like I was down and like yeah, fact. So like I was sitting there, we had like a hour, like a day and a half conversation about what the fuck I'm supposed to do, like what the fuck is going on, like all this shit. And like looking back at it now, like that was some of the best advice that I could have ever received. Like at the time, I sat there and I was like, "Fuck this!" Like it sucks, and it sucks because like at the end of the conversation, because like it wasn't just about my ex that I was asking questions about. Like that was what I first wanted to like. But then once she like told me about the road that I had to go down and like what was actually gonna happen, and like I started asking more questions about shit.
Like an organic conversation.
Exactly, yeah, because it just starts free flowing. Like you know, like it just automatically progresses. Like she starts saying shit, and then more questions popped into my head. Like at the end of it, she was like, "All right, you tapped out everything. Like you know my rollover accident.
Yep.
Fucking, we almost got shot. How many times? Like there's so many times that I've dodged death. Like it is absolutely insane. Like I honestly should not be here. Some fucking reason I'm still sitting here." And like she for real told me at the end of that shit was like, "Nah, like this is the last time we will ever do this. Like until you're actually back, like you can't come back here." Like that, like it was crazy as shit to me.
Now, okay, not on this, because I had an experience that was nowhere near groundbreaking like Stevie's. We had a real spirit. I kind of just had, hey, the ground's gone. Oh, hey, I'm back sober. So that being said, what if that? So and what see, if you going as a different headspace?
This is the crazy shit too, because you already know, like we are God.
Oh,
so like. The way that I think it is probably my ultra subconscious, like my superior. Exactly. That is exactly. It was just my brain telling me what I needed to hear, but it was from a manifestation of some other greater being inside of me telling me this shit. I just went so internal. I don't know. I've thought about it, bro. I really have.
Yeah. I would
like even at that point, like if she's like, "What the fuck? I told you not to ever come back here again." I'm like, "Bitch, I'm here." Like, what the fuck are you gonna do to me? Like, how many people have ever died from DMT?
I would have.
That's something that I'd have to research. Yeah. But like, I've honestly thought about it, bro. Because like, especially on the spiritual journey that I'm on now, like, I'm really trying to figure out shit. Like,
what if that's the missing, not the missing piece?
Seriously, but what if it's just something that would kind of aid me? Like, what if it was a 7-year conversation now that I needed?
You're a different person.
Like it's just exactly what like
they say.
That person
your cells change
died.
Every 7 years.
Facts. Like that person that she talked to is not the person that is here now. It's completely different.
We're not going to name, right? We'll just say who you were with your previous ex and who you are now, knowing you the whole time, before, during, and after. You're a whole different person.
Whole different person.
Well, like
and that's the shit that like. It was crazy too, because like I'm thankful for the whole experience. Like it sucked. The whole experience that I went through with her was fucking terrible. Like in the long run, I would not have wanted it any other way, because I've learned so much about myself and like the whole situation of relationships. Like I don't know if you've ever heard about the whole 3 love. Fucking
yeah, I think you are the one who broke me on that.
Like,
so what is it?
I've already had
show you what love is.
Yeah, somebody like you got your first puppy love, your second one is really like learning how to love, and your third one's your true love.
Yeah, I'm on my third love now.
I've gone through 2 of mine, so like now I've been sitting for 6 fucking years waiting now, because I know, hey, this is my last. I can't fuck up no more. But like I've been working on myself so damn much, and like honestly, I think a DMT trip would be fucking dope. I either want that or another acid trip or something like.
So At us, we had a great little week. For those of y'all that don't know, it's been a long time. My pops passed last July, right? So I had a friend of mine from Missouri come with probably 4 or 5 trips,
I think we did like 4 or 5 per.
and we had a great little kind of cleanse.
You know what I think's crazy? You know, we probably spent like a quarter of that time watching ridiculousness videos.
You see the one I sent you? I got a little kid crossing that bitch.
You know what it makes me even funnier to me is the kid fucking runs off, and then the friend's reaction is the funniest shit because she goes to help her up and says, "No, you're stupid. You fucked this up. That was not me that did that."
We might throw the video in, right?
No, go ahead. If you don't follow us on fucking Instagram, go follow us on Instagram because I'll be fucking posting funny videos all the damn time. So like we'll go. There's a lot of shit that we reference. So instead of just putting on the YouTube video where we're probably gonna get copyright infringement and get the shit shut down, just go to fucking Instagram because guess what? They can't do shit. We'll give you the credit of the video, but y'all can't do shit. So come and follow us. Come and follow us. We'll show you some funny ass videos, and then you'll be in the loop on these inside jokes that we talk about. Because when you watch some bitch get crossed on a crosswalk, it is one of the funniest videos of all.
Few ones that know off the top of your head. Oh, I get that video. I've seen it recently.
You're an OG. You're a real one.
Yeah. So like, I need it again. Facts. I definitely need it again. I was afraid. I felt, on some spiritual shit. I felt my pops the last time, and it was real kind of.
I do remember that.
And real like warm.
Yeah. And you know what sucks? Like I found that mushroom. Like I told you about. I had an ounce of mushrooms, bro. I ate fucking like 7 grams. I ate 3.5 at first because I was like, all right, and that'll fuck me up. And then like 2 hours later, felt absolutely nothing. Weighed out another fucking like 2.5 grams. Ate that shit, and I did not. I went to sleep like at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I played video games and like I even went outside to see if it would trigger a reaction. Like
disappointing.
I was so like. And I do like mushrooms, but like, fuck, it's hard to find good mushrooms too, even in a fucking legal state. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to try that. Uncle Ben's.
In style.
I walk by that in grocery stores all the time now, and I'm like, I might buy you. It's only like $2.60 something a pack.
I think it just depends. I mean, you could order spores.
Yeah,
so
that's the spores aren't illegal to ship. It's actually growing there, and that's what's beautiful about Colorado. We can grow legally. We just can't sell them, and we ain't gonna sell them. We're just gonna eat them and get fucked up. I've been pitching this idea to be for a while, psychedelic Sundays, where we just do like a live stream or just shoot a podcast where we're just fucked up on mushrooms.
I just think it should be like maybe every other Sunday. He wants to do every Sunday.
I mean, every other Sunday wouldn't be bad either. That would be an easier tap in.
Tolerant.
That's true.
And then we could switch it if we wanted to. Before Sundays, that takes us back to when we were like 21. Because mind you, when all y'all was drinking at 20,
if we did like psychedelic Saturdays,
all y'all was drinking at 21, he and I were going hard,
getting fucked up,
hard on the psychedelics. Okay,
trying to find the fucking door that I'm still searching.
I'm talking about.
I don't want my mom to listen to this episode, but guess what? She's going to, and she's gonna find out.
Unfortunately,
no, she doesn't listen to our podcast. That's a good thing.
Fortunately, Mom, listen to this one.
It's for the better good. It made us the people that we are today. It made us the loving, caring people that we are. It made us have introspective thoughts.
And we're intelligent. We think
seriously.
For ourselves.
It's not like we're going crazy.
But we have some crazy stories, and maybe in another.
When you're because
I
want my dad,
Mama. We love
my dad
you.
is getting healthy and to the point where he can actually beat my ass.
Good. That makes me happy. I'm kind of scared.
This man is getting frisky again. Like this man is coming up, trying to fight and wrestle and shit. And I'm like,
what's changed? I don't mean to derail that. What's changed?
Hard liquor. He has not had whiskey in like 2.5 months.
Okay, so I noticed that big bottle of
dude. He's had that up there for like 3 months, 4 months.
Going down on anything else?
So beer, he is not really drinking beer. He drinks a shitload of tea. He drinks a shitload of water.
It's alcohol.
He's eating healthier. Yeah. His
appetite
back to working. He's out in the yard. I'm telling you, bro. I'll be getting home from work, and I feel lazy now. It's dead ass. I'll get home and I'll lay I'll chill out on the couch for 30 minutes, watch an episode of something. The full day. This man will come home and he'll smoke a cigarette, maybe drink a beer or something in the garage. he'll come up and then he's working. Like
Yeah, but
he's doing something outside, and it's like, damn,
your
he's
pops-
back. Like it's beautiful.
Yeah,
man.
your pops is built from that class where when they wanted something fun, that's what they did. Was something fun was their hands.
And you know what's crazy? Like that shit definitely wore off on me. And now that like seeing him go back to that shit, it's like fuck. Now I want to come back and I want to do shit. Like and actually building shit and doing shit is bringing joy back to me. And it's like fuck yeah, dude. Like building a fucking pantry. This shit should not be making me happy.
For adults now.
Facts.
I'm telling you,
like,
when you did plumbing,
nice.
when you learned plumbing, I was like, bro, oh shit, they ain't shit that we couldn't do right now. If we needed to learn something, okay, that's that easy. Huh?
Like, and thank God I am blessed to God that I had my father as a father. Because like the amount that I've learned from you, fucking insane. Like for real.
Shout out to you, pops.
Like no matter what, I know like I could move out to fucking some random ass place thousands of miles away, and I know how to survive. Right?
And I've been blessed to be along the ride for the last, what,
Facts, but like,
16, what we going on, 16, 17 years now?
Shit, what was it, 2007?
Yeah, it's 2007,
somewhere
2008.
2007 or like 2008, somewhere 2008.
I think last year was the first year we got to say I have known you longer than I've not known you.
What do you owe me as a anniversary present for 15 years?
I'm
gonna pull this whole Ted shit. When you get a ring, I said that you better get me a motherfucking ring too. But I've been around for 25 years. Like
I found the one, but that's a different conversation. That's a ring for a different conversation. But so I think we're going to. I have been blessed to just be a part of the ride.
And like
you, your mom, your dad, your sister.
It goes both ways on that shit. Like my extended siblings are insane. Like I have one sister. And now I got like it expanded. Like even with your mom and pops, like I'm so lucky that I got to know your pops for as long as I did. Because like the amount that your pops taught me too, man. Like anything that my pops didn't fill in, like your pops was so street smart. That was the craziest shit. Like
we learned from different.
That's how we got away with so much shit. Cause like
that was street smart.
And he was the motherfucker. Like we would go and do some hood rat shit. And then we come back and we tell him about it, and he'd be like, "Damn, y'all are fucking crazy. Did you do this or that or that? How'd you get away? That's smart. Next time, think about doing it like this, because then there's not." It's like you're a fucking genius, man.
And then
like,
we go to your pops,
that, man.
And then we go to your pops, and then we learn, hey, so we're gonna build a shed today. We're gonna do a gazebo.
Oh,
we're
your
gonna build a
transmission broke. Go ahead and get up in here. We're gonna learn how to do it.
Change the retaining wall.
Like, seriously, like. You want a garden, you want to fucking frame something, so like, you want a roof, you want to like.
Puts it in a perspective because your dad's house, your mom and dad's house have gone through so much depression, right?
Fuck,
and
dude.
I have seen it for most of it, right?
Yeah.
I remember when the first thing I did, the first patch of sod I think we did side yard, and we did the whole side yard, then we did the front, then we did that back patch. That's honestly, how long I've been
because
around. Carpet for
because we moved into that house. I want to say 2000. 2000, 2001. So like you saw like 6 years into progression, and like 6 years, yeah, you can do a lot, but like honestly, from what you've seen it to now is fucking insane.
That's what I'm saying. And if we help your pops knock out them stairs, the stairs get changed in the back.
Wow. I need y'all to get me popping because my aunt is a real B word. I'm not gonna lie. She owns half of the land in the back, and I'm able to buy that shit, I swear to God, that would be the illest complex we could ever build.
Fortress.
Like this shit, I don't even know. I might Airbnb this. I don't know. Or just have this as a straight studio. I don't know. Or have this, you know what? This could be the merch shop. Just like the merch warehouse and like
all of
printing press and all that shit. Like 3D printer and just have people that run down here. Like I want so much land.
It's crazy to see what they divvy out land for in the spring now and how much it rents.
And insane.
It's just crazy to think of like, I mean, that the duplex right next to your parents' house still gets me because that's such a small plot of land and it sat there for so fucking long before they did anything with
$700,000. You know what's crazy? Oh, it was back in like the 40s or the 50s. Grandma bought that initial plot of land. Like, so my sister's house, that includes my fucking parents' house all the way up to the top, right? I want to say it was under 5G. It was like $2,500.
Imagine. I mean, and that's almost a city block. Aside from the houses that they forced on later at that very end corner.
And that's what's crazy too is like fucking Benny was there. So Jenny on the other half of it, like back in the day, like that's why I always wish I was born in a different time, Eric. 'Cause, like if I was born in the 50s, 60s, bro, or like born in like the fucking 30s, 40s,
Just buy half
Bruh.
of Montana.
facts. Or buy half of the
Just buy
springs. Like,
half of-
bro, it was a fucking Powers was a dirt road until like the 80s. Like imagine going back in time into the 50s and just what would you do? Honestly, honest to God, because that clip I sent you. That dude who sent it to the radio station that actually was like time travel's real. I'll send you the manuscript. I'll send you the fucking manual that I use for it. If you were a time traveler, what would you do?
All right, this is gonna play to my animalistic side. If I could, I go back to gladiator days. I would go back to the days where you could do combat with someone or skill, like sword fighting type.
You would stick in just one time period though.
Most likely, I go and live a life. I'll go and live. If I had access to it, are we saying like we have access to time travel? It's like a portable thing. We
Yep.
can leave.
It's like how it works in Family Guy. You got a launch pad, you
Okay.
go in, bow, you're gone, you go wherever.
What I'm gonna do? I'm probably gonna go learn martial arts from the strongest, or I go back to see like the first Black Samurai, meet Oda Nobunaga. Like I would go see if the odds were real. I go fight in the
I would treat it-
Coliseum.
Have you watched where Steve Smith astral projects and then just learns everything about everything?
Oh, American Dad
Yeah.
episode? No, I have
So
to
like
check
he
that one out.
learns how to astral project and then he's just like, show me everything. Disappears for like 1,000 years in his own like reality, but then comes back to being his own self, but he knows literally the history of time.
I don't know.
And
if
I think that would be the coolest thing. Like imagine going and solving all of the world's
So, like-
histories, like mysteries.
if you could, you would see how like Earth, like life was created, though.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I'd go back that far.
I would.
I don't know
love
if
to
I would
see it.
want the
I
allure
would
or the
love to
mystery of
know.
that to be a
I
thing.
wouldn't, dude. I would want to know.
You wouldn't want to know if like the Big Bang Theory
Yeah,
was real, or if we're on
100%.
flat Earth, or like
100%.
Christianity is a real thing
Yeah,
type shit.
like all of it. I want to know all of the answers, even
That's
if it
it.
drove me absolutely fucking insane, which is crazy, bro. Because like I've been so TikTok, right?
Yeah.
TikTok has an algorithm for me now. So like the
Yeah,
Bold and
you got
Blend
your
account,
For You page now.
yeah, like the Bold and Blend account, I try to keep just funnies. Like try not to do anything serious. So then like if we do reaction videos or shit like that, like we can just go on there and ha ha ha, it's really funny.
Sure.
On my actual like
That's where you get
my
to
Bones
your.
Hansino, like if
Yeah.
you my actual page, bro, it is absolutely nothing but conspiracy
I can
theories.
see that.
And fuck, where were we at just like 30 seconds before this?
Smoke a lot of weed.
We do.
We've been drinking.
Okay, this happens all the time on the podcast. Okay, so my For You page is a whole bunch of woke shit, right? So I've really gotten into numerology.
Okay. Yeah, we were talking
Like
about this last time.
100%.
Yep.
So I found out that I'm a 7 life path, right?
Okay.
Guess what the fucking 7 life path is true purpose in life is?
What?
Knowledge. They just want to find out the fucking truth. They just want to know life secrets. That's literally it. We're just out
How did
here
you
for
figure
knowledge.
that out? Because I'm gonna have to figure that out too. Because that's.
So
I
it's
think-
it all goes off your birthday. I was even looking because it dictates down like
Wait.
you can even do. I fucked around. I got real into it for
I
like a
love that you did.
72-hour
we get to
period,
see
right?
What it's like.
I
I
got
love that you did because you
real
actually
into
have it.
and
Do it on a
like
different page.
oh shit, hold on. So
I mean, it's divided by 3 or something. That would be awesome.
yo, honestly, that's absolutely fucking crazy.
Yo, me is divisible.
No,
by
33 is a master number. 33 is absolute like that's so this is
telling this world.
You know what's even crazier to me is because I was really because what you do is you don't really 11, 22, 33 master numbers.
Okay.
They're significant, like they double for a reason. So you don't really break those down. So like you personally, you'd be a 33, but you'd be a 6 characteristic. But you being that 33 is absolutely insane because what it does, and I was just researching this shit. I was actually
have to
amused
now.
with this shit.
I have to now.
Being a 33, your like big key, like your key ability is heightening everybody else's shit. Like me being around you,
Empath.
you make me smarter. You make my thirst for knowledge even more. That's why, like, when me and you are
I
around,
can see
the
that.
communication is so much better. Like, everything is so much better. We flow so much better.
I can
Like,
see that.
relationships that you're in are like people that you care about and shit like that. That's why you don't branch out as much to other people, because of the abilities that you like. If you had to spread that out to literally everybody,
Yeah,
you would wear yourself thin.
I could
And that's
see
why you wore yourself thin, is because like every person that like drew from you, like you're an energy beacon realistically,
that.
like, which is even crazier because like the dude was talking about Top G, Andrew Tate. Why is he so big? Why does he call himself Top G? You assign the letters of the alphabet, right? Lowercase 1 through 26. Higher cases
What? It's 27,
27 through
through
52.
Yeah, I got it.
What is G? Capital G would be 33. Why do the Freemasons use a capital G in their? It's 33. 33 is literally the key of life. So like me figuring that out right now, bro, me and you are gonna make this shit huge, because like it's literally a recipe for fucking. That's absolutely insane. Like, but getting into the story too, like, and honestly, I'm gonna redirect you to this shit because I really want you to do it.
I have to now.
It's only, I think I spent $15, but I got really into it for a 72-hour period. I literally deep dove into it because like I started watching all these TikToks and all
What
this.
did you spend money on?
An actual personalized one. So what you do is you put in your name, your date of birth, and all that shit, and it breaks down everything. So like, it'll break down your karmic lessons, like what in this life you're supposed to work on, like what your weaknesses are and what you're here to actually learn, and like what's gonna be hardest for you, what's gonna attribute. Like mine, which fucking sucks. I have 2 or 3 karmic numbers. I don't remember what the first one is. I gotta go back and backtrack. It's a 27 fucking page. Like it breaks down literally everything. It tells you like what to expect. Like from 0 to 29, you have a number. Like that is your number. From 30 to 45, you have a number. From 45 to 55, you have a number. From 55 to end of life, you have a number. You have 3 phases. It's 0 to 33, or 0 to 30. I want to say 30 to 39, and then 39 to the end of life. But in those 3 phases, like, you have specific things that add up and specific qualities that you're supposed to take care of. So like it breaks down for you even that. Like it breaks down to you like me, I'm entering my 29th year. So like this year and next year are absolutely huge. Because what I do in this year, so as soon as August 21st comes, I gotta be on my heels, whatever the fuck I want to do in life. I gotta do it because that's paving the way for my 30s. Like that is literally gonna be the groundwork for what the fuck my fate is gonna be. So like it's just some crazy shit. So I was going through all that, but like my second karmic debt that I have to pay is loneliness. Like I have to be lonely, and that's the craziest shit. Because like ever since you've known me, the shit that drives my depression the most is loneliness. Like I hate being alone. Like I've been alone for so fucking long. Like I'm cool with myself. I love myself 100%. But like being around people makes me vibe at such a higher like frequency. Like when I'm by myself, I'm lazy. I don't want to get up. I'm unmotivated. Like there's no like I can't drive myself. But like when I'm around other people, it's huge. And then it sucks because my third one is just an amplifier on my second one. So like for me, if I really want to overcome shit, I gotta beat loneliness. I have to beat it. Like I have to be comfortable with that. I have to be everything around it, or like either that, or I have to. Because another thing that it said was I'm very hard at expressing emotions. So like relationships for me are very hard because I don't let people in. And it's true. I am guarded like a fucking tank. Like you can know me for 4 years and you probably only know like 45% of me. Like you know the safe part of me that I'm putting out to you. Where it's like I'm not gonna scare you out. Like I don't really wanna like my full and it's because of my past experiences. Like I've had shit where like I've straight up been myself and it's like you're fucking weird, or like people are straight dipped out, or like yeah, exactly, or like that. So it's like I try to avoid that shit, but it said that's one of my biggest things that I have to overcome. So I think loneliness isn't something like it's something that I'm gonna have to face, but it's also something that I can defeat because if I surround myself with high vibrational beings or like with good company, then I'm not gonna have to go through that, and that eliminates 2 of my karmics. So like I looked at it at first as like fuck, I'm fucked. I'm gonna be lonely my whole life, all this shit. But then I looked at it the other way. It's like, no, I gotta work harder not to be. Like I can't be in the shell. The days where I don't want to leave the house, where I'm just like,
that's when you have to break out of it the most.
I have to go out and meet people. I have to interact, even if it's just going to a store and buying a few things. And like, I like a lady's shirt. Be like, hey, I like your shirt. Those shoes are cool. Like, it's just some kind of connection.
Or at work having that that one extra sentence
Facts.
that adds
And
to
like
the conversation.
it's crazy too, because like ever since I read this report, right? Like I went through it, and it literally changed my life, because it was like a life plan for me. Like everything that I had gone through, it was like, bro, like, and
Tailored
it scared
to you
the shit
almost.
out of me, because I was talking to Autumn about it, right? Like I was pretty much live texting her while I was reading through this shit. Like she would text me back, and I'd read like 2 or 3 pages, and then I'd text her back and be like, dude, and this fucking, like, this shit literally just told me why the fuck I can't trust anybody. Like why I need to work on fucking opening up my relationships,
in the first
like
place.
legitly. And it's like, what the fuck, and like why I need to work on letting people in, because like holding on to my emotions
that
and like all
fits
this shit
pretty
is
damn
like
close to you.
100%.
Like, that
I
sounds
shut
like
people the fuck out. Like I can know you. Like there's people that have wanted to be in my life and like actually like get close to me, and I keep them at bay. Like yeah, we're friends, but like I'm not gonna go out and have lunch with you and outside, like at work, or
you
like,
know
or
who's the
something
perfect
like that.
example of that?
Mm.
Sounds like the
Oh,
perfect
yeah.
example, right?
Yeah.
Something happened,
Yeah.
and you saw it as way too much. Hey, I hadn't shown you enough of me for you not to
Yep.
be able to do that. It's too much work for me to have to fucking build that bridge or
Yep.
repair that.
And see,
I'm out.
and that's what's beautiful now is I see it in my own, because like even that, it classified me up, because yes, I need to reach out for connection. Yes, I need to be like that, but I can't be, because like you said, I'm one of the, like, I'm caring, I'm giving. Like I want people to be happy over my like happiness. Like seeing other people happy that I care about is way more, like it makes me happier than me being selfish and like caring about myself. So like
I've always said that.
I've learned to like nowadays be like, nah, like yeah, I had that connection, but it's not worth my time. Like why am I sitting here? Like, and I can actually distinguish between like who's actually worth giving that effort to and who's like, bro, like the 3 years that I knew that man, it was like literally give. Like I go watch his dog, I go to like all this shit, and then all of his like the shit that he said, like he was lucky. I like if his daughters weren't there, I probably would have ran through. Like and like that's what it is. But like nowadays, I look at it and it's like, yeah, I'm glad that that whole experience made me, because it opened my eyes to be like, yeah, no, I can't give myself to everybody. Like even them connections to where it was like, yeah, you were a close friend to me, but then you showed me your true side. I'm not gonna be there
It
and
was
be
that
like,
easy to say, hey, fuck it, and it didn't matter that much in the fight.
and that's where it's like you got to start going through, and it's harder because like yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people that fuck you over. You're gonna
That's
get
right.
fucked over a million
Unfortunately.
times, but like if you shut yourself off to it, you shut yourself off to so many different experiences and opportunities, or like people to meet. Like, bro, if I was like, honestly, like the last like month, work sucks. I fucking hate work. But like I try to make it a point to like walk in and be super fucking cheerful. Like if
Not
I see
change
people
anything.
I like, 100%, dude. Cause yeah, work still sucks. But like the people that I'm there with, I'm not an asshole. Like I want to say
energy's
there was
different.
probably like 4 or 5 months where I was just walking in with resting bitch face. Like
And
my
people felt
energy
that.
was so low vibrational, and like people like would still come up to me and be like, "Oh, you okay? Whatever." And I'm just like, "Dude, I'm not social today. Like, please just let me do my work and I'm gonna get out of here."
But a week of that makes people afraid to, hey,
So
I'm not
much,
even
because
going to
then
come
it's
in and
like
check
I
up
don't
on
even
you.
want to come and talk to you anymore, because
Exactly.
it's like you're just being an asshole. Like I don't know what's going on,
Or
but you
out
don't
of
even want to
fear.
talk
Yeah,
about
out
it.
of fear that
And
you're
that's the
gonna be
shit
an
that I'm
ass.
starting to learn too. Like one of my homeboys, like and it's kind of nice to be able to like have people confide in me. Like he works at one of my King Supers, and like one day, like me and him are cool. Like we're not like super close, but like we'll go out and like he'll smoke a cigarette. I'll go out and vape with him. Like he works pretty close to my house, so like I'll go and bullshit with him. Like he's a really cool dude. Like he came to me one day and was just like, "Dude, I don't want to be here." And I was like, "What? Like at work?" And he was like, "No, just like here. Like I just don't want to do it anymore." And like I actually got to like sit down and like talk to him, and like that kind of put him right, because I was just like, dude, it's so much worth it, because like he has children, he has all this shit, and like he was talking to me like all these experience problems that he was having, and I was like, if you had like it was, I don't like want to go into like bullshit, but like
His whole life story shit.
yeah, but like it got down to the point where it was just like, bro, you got me on Messenger, like you
Fuck
at
yeah.
any time, please just hit me up, and like it got a big ass hug from him. Like by the time I was leaving, it was like a smile. Like that shit made me feel so much better. So like even if I can go into work and I can be like, "Hey, what's going on, big dog?" Like whatever, how you doing? Like go and talk to him for like fucking 30 seconds, a minute. Like
Changes
yeah,
the
it
whole
may
day
not
right
be
there.
huge, but like if I can
might change
bring
the whole
my
day.
energy and vibrate a little bit higher for you, Like I've been trying to do that a lot more, and like honestly, it's been deepening connections, and like I've been trying to like kind of
Not
open up
new.
more,
Yeah.
and like I'm not giving my full self to everybody. Like don't get me wrong, like I'm not gonna be like, oh, here's every card that I have, but like I'm trying to work more and more
More
on
than
that
name
shit.
shit, more than surface shit.
Yeah, so like dead ass. With you being a 33, you need to do your own personalized like numerology and just kind of see like see what it is, because like even if you do the preview, because it does like your first four numbers and does a breakdown of them, and even if it like resonates with you, if it doesn't resonate with you, then fuck it, don't do it. Like, it ain't worth the money. If you got $15 and like, hey, yeah, fuck it, I want to see what these 27 pages will say for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested.
For me, it got my ass.
Hearing I'm a 33, that's a
That
specific,
shit
special
blew
number.
my mind.
I thought she was gonna say it was like divisible by 3. For y'all that don't know, 11 is my lucky number. It's the number that obviously I was born in the 11th month.
Yep.
My sister was born day. My mom was born on the 11th. It's like one of those numbers that kind of stuck with.
Okay, here we go. So I actually have the fucking notes on it. Look at this.
Nice.
Look at this. Okay, so this is one of them. I know there's deeper like studying on it, but this is one of the websites that I found. So it's referred to as the master healer. 33 represents compassion, nurturing, and the desire to bring harmony and healing to the world. Symbolizes a deep sense of empathy, selflessness, and strong connection to the collective. People with the master number are often natural caregivers, counselors, or healers who have the potential to make a significant positive impact on others. They're considered powerful and carry higher spiritual purpose. However, it's important to note that not everyone with these numbers in the numerology chart will fully embody or manifest the qualities associated. So, like, if you're not aware of what you're supposed to do, you're not, but if you're aware of what your life path is, then you can actually fulfill what you're destined to do. And it's crazy, like, I thought it was fucking crazy, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I was sitting there and I was like, nah, whatever. But like the more videos I watched on TikTok too, because like GG33.
GG33?
Yeah, GG33. He's Gary's the numerology guy.
Okay.
He's who really like I started watching his videos and it really tricked my mind into being like, yeah, study into this. Like he was just going up to people and be like, what's your birthday? And then he would tell them characteristics about themselves and would just blow fucking people's
off of just like, knowing when they were born.
Yeah, exactly. And like the math that he puts into it, like that's the whole shit with like gematria too. Gematria ties into it because numerology is just
what is gematria mean?
Gematria is just the assigning of numbers to letters.
Yeah.
So like hidden words and shit like that.
Yeah, because
and like,
of it.
So like even they might put messages in numbers. So like if there's a big like football match or like Super Bowl or something like that, check and see what jersey numbers they put. Like what 2 players do they have? Especially if they ain't star players. Like look what 5233 says or like something like that. Like there's so much shit and it's crazier because like I believe that the world's a matrix.
Yep.
It's got to be written in code.
It is, but
there's shit that numbers like there's power in them.
To add to that, in essence, the matrix is binary though, no?
Even then, it's still a code.
Zeros and ones, though. No,
still a code. What is? How is any video game in the world written?
Off of code.
0 and 1s. All 0 and 1s. And when you think about it, it's true. Like it's binary. Life's binary. Every 0 and 1 input, that was the one that you just inputted. A 0 would have been not hitting it.
That's crazy to think. We're so meta that video game.
That's decoding the matrix, dude. Like that's how you break free.
Video game.
Look at Andrew Tate. Why do you think that Andrew Tate broke free from the Matrix and is talking about all this big boy shit and like how did he get so big out of nowhere?
That's one of the internet's biggest philosophy. Or biggest what ifs or questions for me. How did I not know who Andrew? 1 week and then the next week he was everywhere.
He discovered what it really was. Yeah. And it's crazy, like, honestly, once you start looking into it too, it's fucking crazy. I went to the gas station one day, right? Had to get gas. I went and filled up, and I got a Red Bull.
Yeah.
Guess what the total came out to? $37.37. I was like, okay, cool. So it had to been something telling me something. So I went home, got home, immediately went, what's 37 in dimension and numerology? And it said it is representative of desire and passion, and it's showing you need to get to work. I hadn't done shit that whole weekend.
Hey, pretty close
I
to
was
you.
so fucking lazy. So I was like, oh, fuck, dude, it's Sunday. I need to do something. Like that's it's literally the universe telling me, like, dude, what are you doing? Get to work. And so like the more and more that you start looking at shit, like, and you start looking at numbers and like looking at words and looking at all this different shit,
What meaning behind
it's
it?
kind of like, oh fuck, this is really just, it's all in plain sight. It's kind of like, what's that Roddy Piper fucking movie where he puts on the glasses and the person's a robot? And like, it's like that shit. Once you start looking at it like that, you start seeing like messages in the actual world, like the signs that you wanted to see are right in the fucking front of your face.
You're just not, you're oblivious to it. Ignorance is bliss type
If you
shit.
don't know about it, you're not going to
ignorant
see
to
it. But like the more that you start to study and like actually look into what it is, it's like, oh fuck, like they really are just putting it right here. Like it's right here.
Now, granted, when we go back and edit, it's going to be a hell of a process to figure out like titles for it because we have shot from everywhere from love to your parents.
That's facts.
Numerology.
But this is the beautiful thing about this shit. Like we cover so many topics. This is what we need y'all to do too. Like pitch in and tell us what you actually like hearing us talk about. Because I know we go off on tangents a lot.
So much.
And like, for real, if you hear us talk about some shit and like all of a sudden we cut it short because we went to something else,
we'll talk more
tell
about
us
the topic.
like you want a video and we will legitly go in depth as you want on whatever subject.
Our avid knowledge seekers. So any subject you want us, we will literally, we'll glad with a smile on our face do research.
If we don't know about it, I will literally. I just told you, I'm a 7. I'm a 7 life path. You know what that means? I want to seek this knowledge. So tell me. But as of now,
appreciate you.